Welcome back to the SFL. We have another great game coming your way. We are here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Closing out the fourth week of the regular season. Tennessee Titans are here traveling to Cleveland to face off against the Browns. The Browns coming in 2-1 while the Titans are coming in 1-2. We'll see if records will end up being tied at the end of this game, or if the Browns will climb up to their third win.
We definitely saw the Titans have a great improvement in their game last week. We'll see if any more momentum will keep rolling forward as they face the Browns here, but definitely looks like from their past game, the Titans are just getting better and better. As for the Browns, they did suffer their first defeat here, but still absolutely one of the strongest teams in the entire SFL, and they'll get the chance to prove it as they will be receiving the first kickoff of the game.
That kick is up and ready to be received.
Jack Douglas
Taken
has
out
it.
to about the 27-yard line.
Hit hard, but he was able to get some good yardage there, and here comes Felix Schellberg.
Felix Schellberg, another fantastic game on top of the SFL in terms of stats. The only quarterback to have thrown over 1,000 yards already. 359 passing yards just in week 3, as well as 3 passing touchdowns. It'll be exciting to see what he does here.
Absolutely a top-tier quarterback here in the SFL. So the Titans' defense is really going to need to prepare for that. The season so far for the Browns has been much better than anyone was anticipating. So it's quite interesting to see just how much better Felix Schellberg is able to get every single week. And now trying to find an open spot. A solid pass to Calvin Leafy, it looks like.
Getting 10 yards, not quite to the first down line, but second and inches is not a bad place to be after just your first play of the game. Evan McFadden had the tackle there.
Very solid work from the Browns. Interested to see what they go for. First time. Only at inches here.
Schellberg will pass down the middle, and it'll get swatted down by Noah Ford. Halting that play right there.
Just
Take a look
bounced
at this
out of his hands.
starting line. Very solid brick wall of an offensive line, as well as some great receivers in Scott Wozniak, Twitch Band, Dr. Disrespect, Logan Paul, Pete Achituro, voiceover Pete. Just a great set of receivers, seemingly nonstop. We'll see how they do here. Voiceover Pete not having the biggest game he's ever had, actually the lowest in terms of stats last week, but see if that changes here. El Luchador running for a couple of yards right there on his first rush of the game.
They were pushed to a third down conversion here in the first drive of the night, but nonetheless, Browns able to keep this drive going with the occasional run play that we see here. Not too frequently from the Browns do we see that because of just how strong their passing game is, but El Luchador definitely has improved, especially since the preseason, and is able to fight for those yards.
Slowly but surely climbing up. A pass here, short.
Ooh.
Logan Paul will get about 9 yards on the play. Yeah, El Luchador last week only getting 36 rushing yards, so definitely not too much of an amazing stat. However, he has done well in the past, so hopefully for the Browns, he can continue to just keep climbing up and getting the yards that the Browns need. 2nd and 1 right here. A pass from Felix Schellberg will be completed to Dr. Disrespect if he gets down to the 44-yard line.
Dr. Disrespect, great catch there, first of the night. He's a big playmaker, and he's a very, very stylish player, as we were able to see in the past few weeks. So I'm excited to see just how often Dr. Disrespect gets thrown the ball. Looks like under center, though, gonna go for a run with El Luchador, and he is breaking free.
Wow! What a stop right there. I believe Luke Sturzma had a great stop right there, getting up to the 29-yard line. El Luchador does.
Great rush from El Luchador, proving his skills right there. He doesn't get the opportunity all too often to make a big break like that, but he found the opportunity and he took it. Now, at the 29-yard line. Great field position right now for the Browns on their very first drive of the game.
Under center, once again, we'll see a pass from Felix Kjellberg as he scans the field.
Ooh,
Defenders coming up to him. Noah Ford, his first sack of the season.
Wow, and a big one at that. Back all the way to the 38-yard line. Lost 9 yards of out there. Noah Ford, a huge sack on Felix Kjellberg. He's able to slip
Trying
through.
to find... Just tried to find an open receiver there, but the offensive line just couldn't hold on any longer. Noah Ford barreling through to get that sack.
And Felix just could not see Noah Ford coming because, as if just like the most perfect timing, Felix Kjellberg turns around, and right as he's able to look down the field once again, Noah Ford's already there. But pushed back quite a ways, but of course, a great passer. Gonna go for a run though to try to win back that yardage. Interesting decision, and he pushes pretty hard through, but he's definitely not able to make it all back up.
Looking at this Titans defense, obviously we've seen a lot of force coming from them. Ashton Igo, Danny Igo, Noah Ford, as we've already seen. Just a few of these great names on this team. Lots of people to be intimidated by if you're the Browns tonight.
Yeah, the Browns definitely facing a more awake and ready and well-prepared Titans than they might have faced in Week 1. So this is going to be a hard-fought game. One could imagine a solid pass, and it's caught by Scott Wozniak.
First down, getting back all those yards. Now they're inside the red zone, creeping up on the first score of the night.
And that was such an important catch for Scott Wozniak to make, and he knew it. He was able to make a big play. Evan McFadden was able to bring him down, though. Evan McFadden already at 3 tackles tonight.
Oh, wow. Dylan Richardson coming in with a great stop.
What a hard hit there.
First tackle tonight.
Absolutely rocked him, forcing only 2 yards to be gained right there. Felix Kjellberg, though, not seeming too phased right here. Gonna try and go for perhaps another run play. 2 run plays back to back. Very interesting. No, he drops back for a pass instead. Quick pass, and it is made to voiceover Pete. 3rd and 1 to go. Definitely a manageable situation for the Browns, as they are so close to the end zone right now, they can taste it. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if we see a quick pass fire into the end zone to try and rack up 7 points tonight. And
there's a pass trying to get to the end zone.
Voiceover Pete, once again, so close. Only 3 yards away from scoring the first points of the game was Voiceover Pete. But Evan McFadden able to get a piece of him there with a little bit of help. All around, great work. And who got the initial hit there? Brando DeMichael. Brando DeMichael, also an incredibly talented defender here. Just great teamwork, but a Titans defense. But nonetheless, it's 1st and goal for the Browns. Wouldn't be surprised if we see it get in the end zone here, and we do. Wow! He jumps through. El Luchador.
El Luchador obviously very, very happy about that, and he definitely should be. That right there was his first rushing touchdown of the entire season. I bet he's definitely feeling good about that score, putting the Browns on the board first.
A great drive all around and a great rush into the end zone by El Luchador. And now Tyler Ninja Blevins looking to kick this one up. And the score right now is 7-0. But the Titans will get their first chance to bring their offense out on the field here in just a moment.
13 plays, knocking off over 5 minutes on the clock before the Titans will even get the ball for the first time. So under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, see how the Titans decide to respond to that very slow but sure drive from the Browns.
It was definitely a very, very long drive. That one of the longest drives we've seen, taking up almost the entire quarter, but definitely more than enough time for the Titans to mount a good response, especially with just a couple big plays. Definitely want to look at Nar Seaman right there, who's about to receive this kick. A gigantic playmaker for these Tennessee Titans. And he will get the ball, and he will have a chance to make a big play here. A great kick return. Ooh, and he's still moving. Wow, nice spin there, able to get to the 35.
Nar Seaman, one of the only 2 people in this league who has gotten a kick return for a touchdown. Here we'll see Austin Fleck taking the field for the first time tonight. Top performer from last week, having a perfect game, throwing 26 for 26, 245 passing yards, including a passing touchdown to Logan Smith. We'll see how he handles tonight's situation with the rest of his receivers, as well as Nar Seaman by his side.
I'm very thrilled to see this Titans offense come back out on the field after a great performance last week. They're moving like a well-oiled machine, so I'm excited to see if they can keep up that momentum going into this week. Narin gets the ball right away, but hit hard.
Great stop right there by the Browns defense. Take a closer look at the Titans offense here. Some great performers on this offensive line, but their talent really lies in their receivers. Fojo Kimonye, Logan Smith, Grant Meacham, Craig Sankey, all very, very talented when they get the ball.
Narin going to have to face a lot of pushback here from a very solid Browns defense. Oh, tries to find a hole, but he just can't seem to. Very unfortunate. Got to imagine the Titans are going to have to go for a pass
Once
here because
again,
the Browns are on top of it.
Stopped short by this great Browns defense. Mark Fishbach, Mark Plyer, Michael Vsauce, Jack Septicai. I could go on and on. So many great names that we'll see quite a bit from tonight, I guarantee you.
Definitely. There's a lot of standout players here on this Browns defense, and they will have a chance to absolutely prove it here. 3rd and 7. They could force Titans to a 3rd and long on their first drive, but it all depends on what Austin Fleck is able to do here with his receivers. Finds an open spot. Wow, and a deep pass!
Down the left side, and he has Fojo Kimonye getting all the way into the end zone.
Wow.
62 yards for Fojo for his first reception of the night. What a way to start out for the Tennessee Titans.
Wow. And just like that, all they needed was a first down, but instead they decide to put themselves on the board. Austin Fleck, great way to start the night. 1 pass, 1 reception, 1 touchdown. All around, a very great way for this to start for the Titans. Well, just like that, they're going to be off the field here as Max Monahan looking to tie this game up here with the extra point. And that
low
is good.
kick will get them 7th point to tie this game up. Didn't need that much time at all, not even a minute. Barely even a minute to get that touchdown. We're now tied at 7. You can see they're very amped on this away team sideline. The Browns feeling a little bit nervous now.
Definitely.
They're ready to take the field again.
This is more of a sudden pushback than they experienced week 1. Titans just on fire already tonight. Lightning quick drive and response. Got to be a little bit intimidating for the Browns to experience that, but Jack Douglas hoping to start this next drive in great field position off this kick return. Puts it at the 2. He's trying to find a route, but I don't know if that was the best way to start that run at all. Only up to the 22-yard line.
Just as a reminder for those wondering, back in week 1, the Browns claimed victory over the Titans with the score of 38-34. It was a very close, well-fought game, but a field goal from the Titans and a touchdown from the Browns back in the first quarter of that game really made the difference. Here we'll see both teams get a touchdown in the first quarter. Hopefully that can help the Titans gain some traction throughout the rest of this game.
Definitely. I'm certain that the Titans look a lot better than they did last time they faced the Browns, but wow, the Browns also looking great. Definitely improving their running game. 9 yards on
so
that.
many hard hits.
Tackle.
We've seen Luke Sturzma notably really go all in on this Browns team. Maybe there might be a little bit of bad blood from that week 1 game.
I definitely think that is a big possibility here. A bit of a rivalry starting to develop between these two teams, I would say. Oh, and great run from Calvin Leafy. Able to get the first down.
The Titans only allowed El Luchador to run for 36 yards in week 1. Definitely able to make some more happen for El Luchador, as he's already over that at the end of the first quarter here, where we have a tied score of 7-7.
Yeah, the Browns definitely seem to have put a lot of work on their ground game, trying to improve the running because, of course, as we saw particularly in the preseason, that was definitely the weakest point on this team because Felix Schellberg, absolutely a masterful passer, but improving the rushing game makes the Browns seem almost unstoppable. A great pass to the outside of Scott Wozniak, but he is taken down quickly as he gains about 5 yards.
Once again, Luke Sturzma will come in for the tackle.
And I think something important to note right now for this game, the difference between these two teams, despite the scoreboard, is just the Browns have been moving a lot more slowly down the field, but maybe with a big pass like that to voice over Pete, they'll be able to move a little bit more quickly. The Titans, of course, getting their touchdown drive in 59 seconds of game time. And now that has already come and gone so far for this Browns drive. Another run from Calvin Leafy.
Handing it off here, getting down to the 40-yard line. Solid gain right there for the Browns.
Even Calvin is able to weave through and get some major yardage. I don't think the Tennessee Titans were quite prepared for this improved running game that the Browns have put on display here tonight, but maybe we'll see some quick adjustments here from the Titans to be able to counter that. Voice over Pete in motion. Drops back, voice over Pete's open, and he catches it. Brought down.
Wide open. The Titans did not stay on top of him. It looks like Ashton Igo was the man to stay on voice over Pete, but voice over Pete was able to get wide open and get that first down. The second tackle from Noah Ford.
Yeah, right now, slowly but surely, working well for the Browns. Ooh, fake handoff. Throwing it down! Ooh, a little too hard by Felix Schellberg with his second incompletion.
The energy is very high in the stadium. You can already tell, even despite the rainy conditions.
Everyone knows that this is going to be a competitive football game, and El Luchador gets the ball, but oh, take it down hard again by Evan McFadden. Oh my gosh.
Sweeping at the leg, this Titans defense is just relentless, doing whatever they can to slow down the Browns.
Titans definitely trying to bring it to the Browns right now. Do not want to suffer another touchdown on them. We'll see if the Browns are able to make it happen, though. Third down once again for the Browns. Throwing it, oh, incomplete, and they'll be forced to fourth down for the first time tonight. Great work from the Titans defense, able to apply a lot of pressure to Felix Schellberg.
It'll be a long field goal, 47 yards for Tyler Blevins Ninja, as we're probably going to see him take the field. We will. 47 yards to make this thing 10-7.
Kicked up and barely good, but he makes it.
Wow. Very, very low kick.
Looks like he didn't get all of it on that one. A bit of a mistake, but nonetheless, Tyler Ninja Blevins able to make sure that kick went through the uprights. Browns in the lead once again by 3 points.
Very manageable for the Titans for sure. Let's see what they can do to respond.
And with how strong the Browns offense truly is, it says a lot about the Titans defense, able to force them back to only accept a field goal. And now Nara Seaman here to take the ball once again. He had a very solid kick return last time he received the ball, so we'll see if he gets that opportunity again or if they'll just try to send it into the end zone. He'll field it. He's going to run it. We'll see. Naran past the 20, past the 25, to the 30. Getting past the 30 once again, up to the 32-yard line. And putting him on the kick returns, definitely a major aspect as to why the Titans are able to have such solid drives. Starting with great field position makes a world of difference. Now Austin Fleck coming back out on the field, looking for another huge play like he got on his last drive.
Titans definitely not slowing the roll whatsoever.
Let's go. 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking around to find an open receiver.
Oh! Did not get him.
Getting clobbered. Chris Stuckman taking down Austin Fleck for his first time he's been sacked tonight.
Ouch. Very painful sack to see. Austin Fleck just... The defense was pushing the lineman in front of his line of sight, and there was really nothing Fleck could do there. Just a really great play by the Browns. And of course, that is not what Austin Fleck wanted to happen right there. Pushed back to the 26-yard line. We're going to see Austin Fleck likely try to pass it down the field once again. We'll see if he's able to make another huge pass here like he was earlier. Solid pass. Oh, no, intercepted!
Right into the hands. Right into the defender's hands. What a mistake. What a major mistake. Max Mofo will bring the ball all the way to the 27.
And
heartbreaking
wow,
for the Titans.
It was picked off right there. A miscalculated pass by Austin Fleck there. Trying to go up the field a little bit too desperate there. Trying to throw it a little too high. And so it sailed right into the hands of Max Mofo. Another interception. We've seen 3 interceptions so far this week alone. Busy week for turnovers here in the SFL. But unfortunate for the Titans, the Browns will get the ball back. And my goodness, they could not ask for better field position to start a drive. Suddenly, things looking very, very scary for the Titans as the Browns will start a drive on the opposing 27-yard line. Taken up by El Luchador, who gets pushed right back down. And now, oh, a lot of movement here by the Titans defense. Maybe changing their strategy here. Thrown! Oh, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul getting about 5 yards right there. Third down, Titans going to need a big stop.
Now,
a touchdown.
If they're able to force the Browns to only a field goal here, could still be manageable for the Titans. They still could take the lead if they're able to get a touchdown on their next drive, but a lot hinging on this. Felix Shelberg definitely knows the pressure, and he's going to try to get a solid pass the outside, and wide open! No defense. Ouch! What a tackle, though. Logan Paul sent flying into the air as he bumps heads with a defender. Brendan DeMichael was able to just go straight for him. Unfortunately, they left that path wide open. A huge mistake by the Titans defense. But look at this huge tackle, helmet to helmet. My God. And now 1st and goal for the Browns, and a good situation they are in.
Even better shot right there. Just again, we are not going to see the Titans defense slowing down at any time soon.
We'll see. Good opportunity to get in the end zone here. We'll see what decision the Browns try to make here. A fake handoff. Throwing it. We'll see if this goes to voiceover Pete. And it does.
Nails it right in the end zone. Voiceover Pete with his first touchdown reception of the night. First one since week 2.
And now suddenly, Browns looking very, very promising here tonight. An important drive off of just a heartbreaking interception thrown by Austin Fleck. Browns able to capitalize on it in the best way possible. Voiceover Pete, of course, a great receiver, able to bring in a touchdown. For the Browns is Tyler Ninja Blevins, ready to kick once again to increase the score gap by 10. 7-17 the current score. And now the Titans definitely realize that they cannot make any more mistakes here tonight, because now once again looking a little bit unmanageable for the Titans.
Absolutely a scary situation for the Titans there. That interception, they really don't want that to come back and bite them later in the game. They just want to catch up to the Browns and hopefully put that behind them.
Now, they will have a solid opportunity to at least get the score gap close, because they will be starting with the ball in the second half. So if they can make it less than a 7-point difference, then they could take the lead in the second half. So certainly the game is not over for the Titans, but Narin trying to get good field position, but brought down before the 30. Not quite as good as his previous runs tonight. And not only was that his first incompletion since week 2, but to be his first interception of the whole season. Very heartbreaking, but Austin Fleck hopefully not too fazed by that. Definitely going to need to get his head in the game here. Likely going to see a handoff to Narin. We'll see if that's able to do anything here, or maybe looks like Noah Ford is in motion. Dropping it, handing it to Narin. Narin runs up the middle. He's able to keep moving, and he's running. He's
getting a juke, a solid juke from Narin Seaman.
Narin Seaman,
running
touchdown,
across the 10
Titans.
to the touchdown.
What in the world? Narin Seaman.
Now that is hype. Narin getting all the way down to the end zone off of a single run. What an
Wow.
incredible job right there.
I didn't even know that was going to be possible, but Narin, just like that. First
He
play
almost
here.
almost tripped up right there at the line of scrimmage, and then that final juke just let him break away to the end zone. What an effort by Narin Seaman carrying this team.
He's got the clutch genes, and he is able to bring this score incredibly close once again. Almost as if nothing happened. A 3-point game is all we have. Just like that, by great play by Narin Seaman. One of, if not the very best running back in the entire league. Definitely proving why he is called that right there. So great by Narin Seaman.
Just an incredible run, and like I said, Titans doing whatever they can to put that interception earlier behind them, but that run will definitely help them. Lining up for the kick. We also saw Noah Ford lined up on the offense on that last play, so the Titans are absolutely switching things up, trying new stuff, even here in week 4. Very interesting call right there.
It might be working, because now only a 3-point game, despite that heartbreaking mistake, and now Jack Douglas trying to push through, gets to the 30-yard line. Now the Titans defense going to need to do everything they can to prevent the Browns from scoring once again on this drive. Over 2 minutes remaining in the half.
We've seen a lot from, or not a whole lot actually, just a bit from Calvin Leafy, but continuing their strategy of switching between El Luchador and Leafy as their choices for rushers is hopefully going to try to help the Browns further on into this game. Close to the 2-minute warning now. See Felix Shelberg go under center.
Likely going to see a handoff here.
Forced to repeat, moving around a bit. Ash Nigo's going to want to stay on him this time.
Pass!
Prevent a pass like earlier, but no, this will be complete to Scott Wozniak, able to get across the first down line to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, once again, a big pass there as we hit the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the half. 3 points is all that separates these two teams. Looks like we might have another very close game in store between the Titans and the Browns.
This is some very exciting football. But here the Browns are already trucking down the field, and the Titans are going to have to do whatever they can to stop them. They forced them to a couple of 3-and-outs, but it's been too late. That ended up allowing the Browns to still get some points on the board.
Throwing
Going
it deep
now.
Voice
a
over
huge
Pete.
pass complete. Dr. Disrespect will
Dr.
get the
Disrespect.
reception, 41 yards,
Wow.
pushing him all the way to the 15-yard line.
So many big plays here today from both teams here, and giant jumping catch from Dr. Disrespect. We've seen him make giant catches like that before, and what an important moment for them to get it here. They definitely need to get a touchdown here to be able to breathe easily going into the locker room at the half, but Titans defense realizes that they're likely going to play harder than ever to make sure that this score gap is as small as possible, but with great field position. It's going to be difficult for the Titans to do that. Felix Shelberg might be looking for the end zone here. No, throwing it to the outside there. Ooh! But stopping the clock by stepping out of bounds was Calvin Leafy, even though he did lose a yard.
Minute 26 left. You got to be thinking, if the Browns score here, will the Titans be able to respond before the end of the half? They do receive at the beginning of the second half, so that could help them, but Titans really don't want to let a major point deficit come up to them. Here's Felix Shelberg going to the end zone.
Caught!
Touchdown! Logan Paul, at least for the time being, we'll have to take another look at that to make sure he got both feet in as he caught it at the very back of the end zone. We'll look here, but I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
Logan Paul definitely got his toes right there. Good footwork by him to haul that one in.
Logan Paul able to get a very important touchdown for the Browns here as the Browns... Oh, there will be a booth review, though. I think he was in from what I've seen.
I do believe he had his feet in. It's a very close call, so we'll have to look again. Yeah, it does look like he was able to get them both down. Nothing on the white.
Yeah.
He was able to bring that one down.
I guess they're just checking to be safe, but I think it's a very solid call that he got the touchdown.
Good
And
eye
they've
by
given
the
it
ref.
to him.
Good eye by the ref to call that a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And the hometown crowd very happy to see that. Definitely wanted to see the point deficit for the Titans go up. Their Browns are doing so good for the hometown crowd tonight, as now the point difference is 10 by another great kick from Tyler Ninja Blevins. 1 minute 22 seconds the Titans will have to respond. I mean, both of their touchdown drives so far have been under a minute, so they have a pretty solid chance of it if they're able to make a big play here. I think Austin Fleck and the rest of his team definitely have the capabilities to make it happen with the time that they are given. We'll just see what the Browns defense has to say about it here, as it's about to get kicked away to Nar Narasimhan, who has one of the most important kick returns of his entire career coming up right now, and we'll see if he's able to make a big play out of it.
Here's that kick. Sailing down the field as Narn will take it from the 3-yard line across the 10 and the 20. Now the 30. Get up to about the 34-yard line.
Good work from Narn. Pretty solid field position. 1 minute 18 seconds now is what the Titans will have. Had 2 great scoring drives. 1 turnover drive. All around, though, definitely think the Titans are playing very well tonight. We'll see if they can continue that Interested to see what strategy they'll go for now, because they had one huge pass play get into the end zone and one gigantic rush from Nara Seaman as well. So it definitely seems like they're firing on all cylinders here. Definitely looks like a deep pass is what's coming up. The Austin Fleck lines up, and look how spread out the receivers are. Here they go.
5 wide. He'll look left.
Naran.
Getting across the first down line. Nara Seaman getting down to the 49-yard line.
Didn't get out of bounds, though, so they're going to have to move quickly here.
Only
Maybe
the third
calling a
pass
timeout.
attempt tonight from Fleck.
Yeah, Fleck not thrown it too much, but of course it's been eventful when he has. Definitely a solid pass there as well. Now just over 1 minute. 61 seconds is what the Titans will have. They do have 2 more timeouts, though, now, after they just used their first. Not a bad situation for the Titans at all. Very manageable. Just entirely dependent on what plays they're able to make. Naran able to run through again. Wow, a big play there. Another quick timeout called. And they're moving it. They're definitely moving the ball incredibly well right now.
The Titans definitely want to get some points on the board, and they have plenty of time to do it. However, with only 1 timeout left, they'll have to use that wisely. There's some good receivers we have yet to see from Logan Smith, Grant Meacham, Craig Sankey. They've yet to touch the ball, as we've only seen a few pass attempts from Austin Fleck. Here's a handoff to Nara Seaman. This might be the right call.
Again.
As he jukes.
He's running.
Getting a second juke. He's breaking away. Another touchdown run for Naran. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
This man is on fire tonight. Just an incredible job. Look at this. One juke right here. A second one. And breaks off. Incredible run.
Absolutely. He's so hype. He's going beast mode. Look at these clutch plays here. Less than a minute left in the half. They needed a score, and Naran wasn't going to just settle for getting them in field goal range. He wanted to bring it to the end zone, and bring it to the end zone he did. Now, awaiting the extra point, we're likely going to see this go back to only a 3-point difference. Nara Seaman once again. Another gigantic play for him.
We
Oh, yeah,
often talk about who we think is the best running back, or who could be considered the best player in a certain position. But I definitely think it's safe to say Nara Seaman is one of just the most fun players to watch taking the field. He's got so much energy through every play. Every time he gets the ball, he just puts forth maximum effort. It's just great to see that in a player. Just like on the opposite side of the field, Dr. Disrespect is such a great receiver. We've seen from him a bit tonight. The Browns now looking to respond to the Titans' touchdown.
I agree with your sentiment here. Being a spectator sport, there are some players who are definitely showmen, and Nara Seaman, of course, definitely one of those.
Wow.
Ooh, big tackle there. Brought down a little roughly by Alex Story, but Jack Douglas able to get it up to the 24-yard line. And now, with 47 seconds left, interested to see what the strategy is going to be for the Browns.
This has definitely been El Luchador's arguably his best game so far. Which isn't saying a whole lot just considering his past, but we are not even done with the first half, so definitely could improve for the rest of this game.
It's definitely great to see improvement from a team, and the running game of the Browns has been very great to see throughout this season. And looks like they're going to go for a deep pass in response, just like that. Oh, quick pass the outside there to Logan Paul again, but Logan Paul is brought down. Timeout called by the Browns. They're going to try to score.
They do. They want to keep on top of the Titans. They don't want them to get any closer. But the Titans, it looks like they're just going to keep on fighting. Logan Paul had that reception, and Evan McFadden, his 5th tackle of the night.
It's good on the Browns having all of their timeouts remaining. Going to have lots of time to get down the field. Very manageable for the Browns. Quick pass there. Ooh, incomplete though.
Ooh, wow.
3rd and 7.
Incomplete. And this is a dangerous situation for the Browns. If they don't convert here, we'll most likely be seeing a punt, which would then give the Titans the ball and enough time to make something happen. Possibly make this even closer. We'll see what happens here. Gelberg gonna roll left, scrambling, finding a man open. Voiceover. Pete will get the first down.
And what an important catch that was for voiceover Pete. Definitely a big playmaker tonight. Great wide receiver is voiceover Pete, and so we're going to see him get the ball a lot more, I imagine, here tonight.
The shotgun now. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Felix Schellberg will look
Throwing it
around,
down!
finding a man open left, and voiceover Pete hauls it in before getting out of bounds, saving the Browns that last time out.
Voiceover Pete again, being a great playmaker, able to help the Browns here walking out of bounds after receiving a huge catch. We'll see if they're able to keep this up, but now the Browns once again in the driver's seat. They have this game in the palm of their hand. And with such little time left in the half, now a score by the Browns would make it pretty much impossible for the Titans to respond. But, oh, a huge pass! Ooh, out of
Way
bounds.
overshot. Believe that was voiceover Pete once again. The Browns are just going for too much too soon. Going to need to take as much time as they can here now with 23 seconds left on the clock. I don't believe we'll be seeing the Titans get the ball again. I think the Browns are just going to want to run the clock out. 1 timeout remains for the Browns. Here's the snap. Almost sacked, and he throws it away to Calvin Leafy, who will get brought down immediately. It looks like the Browns are going to run the clock out, use that last timeout. Yep, they will. We might be seeing a field goal attempt right here. Put them up by 6.
Definitely think that would be the safest and best option for them right now. Let's take a clean lead, but we'll see just how daring the Browns will think about being. We'll see if the field goal unit comes out on the field, and it will. Tyler Ninja Blevins going for a field goal here. 48 yards.
Wow, it's short.
Wow, Tyler
Short
Blevins.
kick, it was a bit more. 49 yards was the attempt right there, just a bit longer than his last kick, and that last one was very short. This one barely missed.
So close on the 49-yard attempt by Tyler Ninja Blevins, and that hurts. That hurts the Browns right there. Only going to be up by 3 now. Wouldn't be surprised if we just see a knee. Just run out the clock, 6 seconds before we go to the locker rooms here. No! Austin
They're
Fleck
going to
lined
shoot.
up.
They're going to go. The Titans are just ready to go.
Last play of the half.
Seeing what the call is, and
Fleck
he'll
running.
run.
Fleck is running, and he's still going. Oh, but he's brought down. What a huge rush, though, by Austin Fleck to end the half. 23 yards on his first scramble of the night, and I cannot be more excited to see a second half of football.
This is a very, very exciting game, one of the most we've had in quite a while. Be interesting to see how this plays out in the second half. The Browns are up by 3.
And we are back with an exciting second half, and what a first half we saw. Such a close game between these two teams. And now the Titans are going to be starting with the ball here as the Browns are about to kick it off. I'm interested to see, this is a very important drive for the Titans. If they're able to make a score here, definitely, and most importantly, a touchdown for them. If they're able to get a touchdown here, then they could definitely be in the driver's seat for the rest of the game. So important, though. Narin going to have to make an important run here, getting up to the 29-yard line, and Austin Fleck is about to come back out for this drive.
I'm just thinking that the Titans do not want to be put in a situation where they're down by more than one possession, because this has been a very close game all throughout, and the Browns have shown that they're just going to keep pushing down the field whenever they are given the chance to. So the Titans starting with the ball here is very, very good for them, as they want to just get down the field and do what they can to score. We haven't seen Fleck throw that much tonight. It's been a lot of runs from Narin Narasimha, which has worked out. We might see one here. But there's some receivers that I feel like could definitely do some good. Calling Noah Ford in motion again. Once again, we'll see him on the offense.
Looks like the same play that got them the first touchdown. And Narin looking to get another one!
To the outside! All the way to the 40, and he's gone! He is gone. Narin with his third rushing touchdown of the night. 71 yards. Norris Seaman breaking down the field, and this is what I mean when I say that he is one of the most entertaining players in the SFL. Watch him go.
Just like that, Nara Seaman. What a night he has had so far. One of the best nights we've ever seen a running back have in the entire SFL. And we are just starting the second half. What a night for him. 3 rushing touchdowns. So many yards. And this rushing play by these teams, by the Titans, working so well. And now the Titans, for the first time tonight, in the lead, and in the lead by 4 points. Now forcing the Browns on their back foot. The Browns now down by 4, so they cannot settle for a field goal anymore. They have to get it in the end zone. Wow, just like that. The second half certainly not disappointing already off of one single play. Definitely matching the excitement that we were able to see in the first.
Browns needing to respond quickly here to keep on top of the Titans, because this is a very, very strong-willed team, as we've seen all throughout this game. The Titans are desperate to get another win. Browns want to stay at just one loss. We'll see what happens here after this return.
Ooh! Jack Douglas was hit hard and then brought down at the 25-yard line. Not a bad place to be starting with the ball here as Felix Shelburne comes back out. All in all, there's not much wrong with either of these teams. Both teams definitely play incredibly well, but that's why this game is just going to be so close. I think one thing that is important to note as well, the Titans defense able to put so much pressure on the Browns offense, forcing them to a field goal at the end of the half, which is what gave them this opportunity to take the lead. Throwing it deep! Felix Shelburne, oh my god! Bring it almost to the 50-yard line. Scott Wozniak with a huge reception there. Bring it up to the 49.
A big game right there. Definitely something that the Browns need. Getting almost into Titans territory. Noah Ford able to bring down Scott Wozniak, prevent him from getting any further after receiving the ball.
And right now, just Felix Shelburne having a pretty consistently good night, but just needing to catch up, and really they just need to make these drives a little bit faster. And Scott Wozniak able to get a few yards there, getting about 7 on the play, but that's just really the one thing that I think the Titans are outmatching the Browns in right now, is just how quickly they're able to make each of these drives go.
Felix Shelburne coming in the shotgun now. 2nd and 3 from the 44-yard line. He'll pass this time.
The
Finds a
outside.
man open to his left. Gets brought down immediately. Calvin Leafy just going to get about a yard there.
Another 3rd down situation for the Browns. The Titans defense absolutely on top of things there. Aiden Murnane was able to take down Calvin Leafy before he was even able to think about getting the 1st down. Interested to see what the call is here. Only 5 yards to go. Will they try to rush it, or will they just try to go once again for another pass to these oh-so-consistent receivers?
3rd and 5 now. Shelburne in the shotgun. See another pass from him going short to the right, and Logan Paul will break across the 30-yard line, getting a 1st and 10. Big game for Logan Paul so far today.
Absolutely. Great night for him. You don't see him targeted all too terribly often, but tonight has been very good. Looked like a defender was knocked down there as Logan Paul was being brought down. Oh, yeah. Hit very hard there. Looked like Alex Story, perhaps, but Titans defense Now in a scary position once again. Browns just working their way closer and closer to the goal line. Dropping back.
High snap there. Shelberg passes to the
Ooh.
left, and it's deflected by Ashton Igo. A great stop right there, preventing what could have been a touchdown for the Browns.
Very good defensive play there by the Titans. Very focused right now. Great work.
Browns are having to take their time a lot more on this drive. Burning time off the clock. Here they are at the 28-yard line. Haven't been able to pull off any major plays quite yet.
Oh,
a big fumble! Fumble the ball! It's been dropped, and Felix Shelberg will return it again. He'll pick the ball back up, not before losing
15
just
yards.
so many yards.
Wow. Fumble by Felix Shelberg, and that could have been horrible for the Titans if there were any defenders close enough to the ball to take it. That definitely would have been a scoop and score. Felix Shelberg able to get it back, but wow. Now
Ashton
15 yards
Igo
back.
will get credited for forcing the fumble and then getting the sack. He also was so close to picking up the ball himself, and now a third and extremely long is coming up for the Browns. 30-25, back at the Titans' 43-yard line.
Can't even
Not
see
even in
the
field
first
goal
down
range
line.
now.
Push
Trying
back.
to find an
Lots
open
of
man.
pressure
Can they get
again.
those yards back? A big pass! Tipped! It's tipped by number 50.
Wow, and just like that, suddenly the Browns into such a terrible situation. Definitely outside of field goal range here. What a great play. The Titans defense showing up right now in such an important time as well. That SWAT completely shutting down any hopes that the Browns had of regaining their lead in this game. Going for a huge field goal, 60 yards. I don't know if Tyler Blevins, Ninja, will get it. No, it doesn't even get into the end zone.
Very odd call to go for the field goal there. That's crazy for the Browns to have to kick it there. That was a 60-yard attempt. Tyler Blevins Ninja didn't even make a 49-yarder. Very odd call right there, because now the Titans have the ball at the 50-yard line as we see Nara Narasimhan and Company take the field. I say Nara Narasimhan and Company as opposed to Austin Fleck and Company because, well, we've just seen way more of Naran tonight, and that is totally welcome for any Titans fans out there. Just done an incredible job, and now with such great field position, the Titans can capitalize on what they've done already in this quarter.
It has been a great for the Titans. Great play by their defense there. I think that field goal was just an act of desperation by the Browns, but didn't work.
Stopped there. Look at that stat. Narasimhan at 200 rushing yards today. 200 rushing yards as well as 2 rushing touchdowns. And I believe he had a pretty decent reception earlier on in the game. 1 yard separates these two in total yards. Fleck will look to run it on the outside, getting a first down and more.
Wow.
All the way down to the 22. 50 yards rushing for Austin Fleck tonight. That's where he's been doing the best. Both rushes have been for more than 20 yards. Markiplier will come in and get that tackle.
Wow, just like that, moving so deep into enemy territory right there. What a great rush. Definitely some of the best ground game we've ever seen in the SFL. The rushing from the Titans tonight, just a master class we've seen.
Now at the 22.
Could take.
Looks like we'll get a pass here. We haven't seen a whole lot of this. We'll see how it plays out. We did have the big one earlier to Focho Kamonye. He'll look to pass.
Logan Smith.
Logan Smith for the first time tonight. Tries to break free from a tackle, but couldn't get much after a 6-7 yard gain right there.
Logan Smith, he was trying to break free, and if he was able to break those tackles, he definitely would have been able to get the first down at least, but just way too many defenders on him right there. Still a great play. Austin Fleck feeling a little bit more confident in his passing play again. He's going to take it to the air here. Pretty deep in the red zone now. Solid pass!
Passing
Caught.
to the goal line.
Focho
Kamonye getting down to about the 3.
First and goal for the Titans. Great position to be in. And if they're able to get into the end zone here, they can make this a 2-possession game. And what a great place to be. Looks like An attempt to
This
rush
might be
here.
Narin's third potential rushing touchdown.
Oh,
No, it's faked.
like
And
a sack.
that seemed to be a mistake right there. Toby Turner getting the sack right there. And gosh, that definitely was not the best call. I believe Nar Seaman definitely could have run that in. But now,
Definitely
Fleck
dangerous.
losing plenty of yards for the Titans. Yikes.
Dangerous call there. As we've seen so far in the SFL, looks like play action passes been very dangerous attempts in the red zone. Very scary.
Once again, Narin lined up in the backfield, and this
Another play
once again
action.
be faked as he'll run it himself. Craig Sankey wanted the ball, but Fleck will run it in himself.
Rushing
A rushing
touchdown.
touchdown puts the Titans up to 34 points, 10 points over the Browns. That will be Fleck's first rushing touchdown of the night.
And to make it 11 here, 11-point game, which is a very scary number because then even a touchdown and a field goal won't even tie you up. This extra point will be great for the Titans as Max Monahan looking to take this up. And this is just such a great night for the Titans. Unbelievable. And the
They have
score
been
is 11.
nonstop, just high energy this entire game. Absolutely their best performance, I dare say, of the entire season.
Definitely. I mean, look at the statistics. We have Foja Kamonia, who was able to get one giant touchdown reception. Awesome Fleck with now a rushing touchdown, and Naranar Seaman with a colossal 3 rushing touchdowns. Phenomenal work. Look at how many points they've been able to put up on the board. Nearly flawless play here from the Titans. Browns have got to be more scared than they ever have been. Staring down the Titans defense. Once again, Jack Douglas going to receive this kick. Such an important drive for the Browns, who really need to get something moving here. They need to get in the end zone if they have any chance of winning this. But no, Calvin Leafy actually received this kick, brought down at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now Felix Schellberg and his Browns offense come back out on the field, and there haven't even been that many huge mistakes from the Browns. I mean, there was one fumble, of course, that was very costly on the last drive, but other than that, they've been able to move up the field pretty well. It's just each of these drives is just taking far too long for them, and the last drive not resulting in any points whatsoever. Definitely going to be incredibly costly.
From the 25 now, Schellberg looks.
But it's caught.
Wow, what a reception right there. Voiceover Pete able to snag that one after it was tipped up in the air. It looked like Leafy might have been the intended target.
Yeah, it was hit up into the air, but just hit the ground. Great awareness from Voiceover Pete. Once again, a great receiver, able to pick that ball up and move the chains.
Lee Griffin. Lee Griffin.
A fake handoff here as Schellberg looks to throw to the right. And a good reception right there for Logan Paul, getting to the 40-yard line in
Huge
enemy
reception.
territory.
Logan Paul definitely having a very, very good night, able to help his team get so much yardage here. Another solid play with a great connection between Felix Schellberg and Logan Paul. Now the Browns...
Definitely Logan Paul's best game so far.
Absolutely. Now they're in enemy territory once again. Browns have had a hard time as of late trying to get the points in the end zone here. Oh, so close to breaking out of that was Voiceover Pete. But Voiceover Pete now, it seems like finally getting an opportunity to be by far the top receiver for the team tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton from Dr. Disrespect. Their Voiceover Pete is doing a very good job, very consistent through the entire night.
Great tackle from Brandon to Michael. He wasn't able to swat the ball, but he grabbed the legs of Voiceover Pete so he wouldn't be able to run the ball any further. They're just outside of the red zone right now as the third quarter is coming to an end. Throwing it down, caught by Logan Paul again, who pushes through, pushes down Evan McFadden. But still, 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Logan Paul nearing 100 yards receiving on the night. Clock is ticking down. We'll probably see 1 or 2 more plays in this quarter. Will this be the end zone? The Browns scoring if they do it all. Here's a pass. Voice over Pete will get the reception down the middle, and that will take us to the end of the quarter.
And now, 3rd quarter, so great for the Titans, not very good at all for the Browns. Browns didn't get any points. And so the Titans currently with a hefty lead, but manageable for the Browns right now. The Browns could definitely make something happen just as long as they're able to get it in the end zone here, and if their defense can reliably stop the Titans, who are white hot right now. First, they need to get in the end zone. They're only 12 yards away from making it happen. We'll see a handoff here to El Luchador, but nothing really comes of it. Evan McFadden brings him down.
Completely swallowed up. El Luchador hasn't really done much as of late. Starting off the 4th quarter now with just a 1-yard gain. Aiden Gerthoffer will get his first tackle.
Aiden Gerthoffer and Evan McFadden absolutely stopping everything right now that the Browns have rushing-wise, but trying to take it to the air again. Deep pass!
To the end zone.
Voice over
He'll have
Pete.
his man. Voice over Pete getting a touchdown reception in the back of the end zone.
A second
of the night. Wow.
very, very good work, and that was to get it. Now the game once again a lot more manageable for the Browns, but we'll see if they're able to continue this. Definitely had it inbounds there. Very great score by Voice over Pete. Now just 5-point difference. Likely going to drop to 4. They're going to go for 2. A smart decision here. I think it's a well-calculated risk.
Definitely.
But take it down. It's
wow,
unsuccessful.
It won't be successful.
Evan McFadden stops that.
I definitely saw the reason in doing that. It would have put them at a 3-point difference, but that will make it 5 points as a difference. Doesn't make much of a difference from just doing a extra point, but still, it's a bummer for the Browns that was a failure, even after the spectacular reception from Voice over Pete. Now a 5-point game as the Titans are about to receive the ball.
Now preventing that conversion attempt had to have boosted a bit of team morale for the Titans, who are already feeling so good, as Narin gets the ball once again off the kick return, looking for something huge here. Oh, trying to weave through, but just wasn't able to find an opening. Still up to the 32-yard line. Once again, good field position. Courtesy of Narin Narasimhan, and Austin Fleck is coming back out on the field with his team. And look at this. Look at these stats.
Narasimhan has just done super well through this entire game. And now, at the 32-yard line, the Titans are set up in the lead, hoping to get even more on the board.
Austin Fleck lined up under center, and we might see it go to Narin once again. Pitch to the outside. Narin Narasimhan still running past it. Oh, getting the first down, though. What a great run.
Someone's finally able to put a stop to Narin. That's good for the Browns there, even though the Titans are now having another set of downs from their own 44.
Narin looking pretty unstoppable all night tonight, but yeah, definitely getting tackled there. Going to be helpful for the Browns here. We'll see if it goes to Narin once again, or if Austin Fleck, he might be going for a pass. We'll see. Deep pass!
Going to the left
Cut!
now, finding
Grant
Gray
Meacham.
Meacham open all the way down the
Touchdown!
left side for a touchdown.
And that might have
That
sealed the
is-
deal.
That is huge for the Titans. I wouldn't put it past the Browns to be able to make a comeback, but that is definitely something that the Browns are going to be intimidated by. What a reception and run. The first time we've seen from Grant Meacham tonight.
Wow, his first reception of the night, and what a reception, bringing it into the end zone. We were talking about how we haven't seen much from many different receivers, but finally getting the ball to Grant Meacham to great effect. Now the lead larger once again for the Titans. Definitely feeling quite good about this one. What a relief for the Titans that is. And now looking to increase the lead up to 12 points. The most they've been in the lead all night here. Craig Sankey with the snap. Max Monahan kicks it. And 42-30 is your current score. 42 points. So many scored by the Titans tonight. Very, very eventful for them. And that is, I believe, in terms of the regular season, the Titans are now only 3 points shy. The most points scored in a single game, which of course held by the Falcons, who scored 45 points. And they've tied now the Patriots, who scored 42 points earlier this season.
Falcons are in the lead of that record, 45. Jack Douglas will get about to the 26-yard line.
And just a phenomenal night for the Titans, and the Browns definitely a little bit scared, a little bit worried, as a team who they're able to beat in a very close game week 1. Now it's seeming more and more impossible as the game goes on.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
In the shotgun, we'll see Gelberg looking to pass down the middle of Logan Paul.
Yo, faster.
Logan Paul doing very good tonight. I'm honestly surprised at just how much Felix Schelberg is definitely favoring Logan Paul tonight.
It's definitely a shocker. It's not something one would expect going into this game. 1 yard away from 100 yards, Logan Paul is. 5th tackle tonight from Noah Ford. And that will put him over that 100-yard marker as Logan Paul gets his 10th reception of the night. So many defenders on this Titans team have had multiple tackles. We've seen Noah Ford, Luke Sturzma, Evan McFadden. Just so many people get at least 5 tackles tonight.
Huge
Going
pass!
deep now. Gelberg will find it.
Oh!
Oh, wow. A complete miscommunication. It definitely looks like voiceover Pete had that in the bag, but I guess he just lost the ball. Maybe just lost it in the lights. Big shame for the Browns.
That is a rare mistake from voiceover Pete there. Just wasn't able to find where the ball was. It was nearly perfectly on target from Felix Schelberg, and so now facing a 2nd and 10. We'll see if Felix goes for another big pass. Now, throwing it just the outside there to Logan Paul once again, but nothing from that at all. 3rd down once again. The Browns just haven't been able to make it work here in the second half at all. So unfortunate for them. Not a single point to their name has been very successful. They got a touchdown, but no extra point. We'll see if they're able to get a solid drive here, and looking pretty good.
Logan Paul breaking through all the way down to the opposite 39-yard line.
Wow. And just, if you look at the stats, so many attempted passes from Felix Schelberg. He's thrown the ball 42 times tonight, and that is just unbelievable.
Now over 400 yards total for the Browns. Titans have very much been on a running game tonight, but they've been prioritizing over the passing. But it's definitely, obviously, done them well. A score here would not put the Browns over the Titans quite yet. We have under 4 minutes to go in this game. 42-30 is the score. Passing short to the left, and voiceover Pete not be able to bring that one in. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That was a very close one, but yeah, the judges are saying he did not keep his feet in bounds, and that's got to be disappointing for the Browns. Such a solid pass for some pretty good yardage, but going to try again is Felix Schelberg. Facing Titans territory here. Ooh, sliding back a little bit. Interesting move from Felix Schelberg. Will it lead to a good pass? It does, with Scott Wozniak in bounds.
Yes, he was. They'll call him inbounds for a 23-yard completion there. Scott Wozniak also getting some big numbers on the board.
All around, starting to move back to how we typically know the Browns' great passing game, starting to show itself once again. We'll see if that's able to help the Browns get the lead once again. Definitely possible for them still, despite the score differential. 2 touchdowns
Faking the
would give them the
handoff.
victory, but throwing it deep.
Going to the left.
Oh, almost picked off.
Incomplete. Definitely could have been grabbed there by voiceover Pete. It fell right into his arms, and once again, just a miscalculation from him. Result in the 2nd and 10 in the red zone here.
Both the defense and voiceover Pete had their hands on the ball, but neither of them were able to bring it in. And 2nd down. 10 yards to go here in the red zone. Oh, a great run from Eluchador, but he tripped.
Tripped up. It looks like he tripped on his own guy.
He did, running a little
Wow.
bit too close, and that's so unfortunate. He probably would have been able to get the 1st down if it wasn't for that trip. And now 3rd down once again. They've seen the 3rd down marker far too many times tonight. Absolutely need to get it in the end zone. No field goals for them the rest of tonight.
Here's the snap. We'll throw down
Cut.
the middle. It's complete. A 1st down. And down at the 2-yard line, Logan Paul will bring that one in as we have 3 minutes to go in this game.
1st and goal.
Danny Igo's first tackle tonight.
Opportunity for the Browns to finally get it here in the end zone. This would mean so much to them and make this game winnable once again.
Very tight goal line defense. Calvin Leafy will take the ball and lose about a yard there.
Evan McFadden again. Another tackle for him tonight.
His first tackle for a loss. 7 total for Evan McFadden, just having a great night on defense.
He just keeps breaking through. It looks like there was no one even trying to block him there. Once again, they have another attempt here. 2nd and goal, 3 yards to go for the Browns. So it looks like they're going to try to do another handoff here. Luchador in the back here, going to take the handoff. Got some motion on the field, trying to line up to block him, and he isn't able to get it.
Stopped short, getting up to the 1-yard line, and now a 3rd down is coming up. This is a huge 3rd down for the Browns, although I'm sure we'll see them go for it if they don't if they don't convert here.
Wow.
2 minutes to go, down by 12. The Browns trying to get back on top like they were for so long in this game. Titans just came out at the start of this half on fire. Here we go. In the shotgun now. We'll see Felix Schellberg. He'll pass this time. Going to the end zone and wide open.
Voiceover Pete.
Voiceover Pete, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Will get the Browns even closer to the Titans. Now down by 6.
This is a great chance for the Browns to be able to take a victory here. It is within grasp. A lot is just resting on the shoulders of the Browns defense here, but there's a booth review. I don't even know why that would be. That looked clearly he was in.
Yeah, I think they're being very thorough here, but
I definitely think that was in.
Don't really know the reason for the call there. It's really slowing up this game.
Maybe they're questioning if he had possession, when he had possession, but I definitely think he had possession by the time his right foot initially hit the ground. They agree. Interesting call there, but better safe than sorry, I suppose.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Browns fans happy that now one possession game, a single touchdown from the Cleveland Browns would put them back in the lead here.
Might we see another 2-point? No, we will see an extra point attempt here to make it a 5-point game. Tyler Ninja Blevins will take the kick, sail it right through the uprights. 42-37 is the current score, and I'm sure we'll see an onside kick attempt here. Plenty of time is still left on the clock. but the Titans are desperate to get the ball back.
Browns, yeah, I agree. They'll probably try to go for an onside kick because if they're able to take this, I definitely think they'll be in prime position to take the victory here tonight. It is such a close game, still so hard fought. But yeah, the second half, the Titans have just played phenomenally. Some of the best we've ever seen in the league. Such a high-scoring game all around. Great football tonight, but Nar Seaman ready in the back just in case it is a regular kickoff. And it will be, actually.
Okay, I think they're trusting how much time is left up on the clock. We'll see what the Titans do here. Narn will take it out to past the 30-yard line to the 33.
Looks like
Titans have a lot of power in their hands. They definitely just need to burn the clock here if they want to win this thing.
Narn was looking to the outside there for the run, trying to make another miraculous kick return touchdown, but it didn't look like it was going to happen. Yeah, less than 2 minutes in the game.
If you want to put it this way, Austin Fleck only thrown 6 passes tonight. Last week he had a perfect game, 26 for 26 tonight. He has completed every single pass he's thrown. The only one that is on the stats sheet as incomplete would be his interception. He did throw that to the Browns, but here we'll see him run.
Ooh.
Not getting really anything there.
Wasn't really moving.
Timeout taken by the Browns.
Fleck wasn't really moving as fast as there. Maybe trying to take a long time to run the ball there to maximize the amount of time that was drained on the clock. An interesting strategy used by Austin Fleck, but lost some yardage there. Just need to hand it to Nar Seaman if I'm being honest, though I may be biased. But Narn getting the ball once again, but ooh, brought down! A timeout again. Now things are looking a bit scary for the Titans because the Browns defense absolutely fired up. They know a lot of this game rests on their shoulders. Third and a little long here. 3rd and 11 for the Titans. If they can't convert here, it could be very, very dangerous and could allow the Browns to take a victory here. Austin Fleck's going to need to go for a pass to try and get the first down.
Definitely what the Browns were hoping for when they decided to go for the kickoff. Here in the shotgun, we'll see him hand it off to Narin, who run to the outside, getting a juke. It'll break across the first down line.
Wow, it looks scary.
The final timeout taken by the Browns, and that could do it.
That was a very scary run there, if I'm being honest, because Narin almost taken up just before he got the first down, but able to fight through. A great fighter. He's Narin, pushing through, able to get the first down, a fresh set of downs for the Titans, and that run from Narin might have just Titans the game. Now going to run it again, trying to run out the clock. Narin pushing through for some more yards at the 50 now.
Absolutely. All they want to do is just run the ball, keep it on the ground, and let the clock run out.
And simply put, if they're able to get one more first down, no question, this game is absolutely over. They will just run out the clock.
No turnovers. That's another thing they'll want to make sure they're keeping their eye on.
Definitely think this is with it. And that's going to be it.
First down.
And I think that is where we can call it.
The underdogs come into Cleveland, and it looks like the Titans are going to come out of here with a win. Just a well-fought game on both sides, but the Titans overall have played the best they've ever played. So much energy and power and passion has gone into this game from this team more than ever. Just a great performance overall. And now we'll finally see the Titans in victory formation here in Cleveland as Fleck will take a knee and put this thing in the books.
Titans will win 42-37, bringing them to 2-2 and knocking the Browns down to 2-2, getting revenge for their Week 1 loss. The Titans have officially won.
Titans are going to be traveling back home to host the Patriots, hoping to keep this energy and this spark throughout that entire game as the Browns will travel to Denver to play the Broncos. Definitely deserved player of the game, Nar Seaman, with almost 250 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. An overall fantastic game. 42-37 is the final.
And the rushing yards and passing yards, definitely a great indicator of this game, showing just the different strategies that both of these teams put into this game tonight. And overall, great play, a great football game, and we can't wait to join you for some more action and some more great games just like this one. We'll see you soon for more SFL action.